Hey there, how's it going? Got a plan stand here with more of day 8 of our Dragon Quest VII Reimagined Let's Play. Let's go, we are back. We recorded the last video like 3 hours ago and we're back for more. I'm loving this game, honestly. I think, you know, the Erdrick trilogy remakes were really fun and they were really good for folks, especially like me who somehow have never played, you know, 2 and 3 before, and if you haven't played 1 either, like, of introducing people to the IP. You know, they're very bare bones as far as Jrpgs go, and we're seeing more like mechanics with the hearts in this game. We're seeing more, I think, more diversity with the characters and their kits so far. And when we finally are introduced to having more vocations, you know, it's interesting. We've made it this far and we haven't got any more yet. Like, all of our characters are now capped out again. Right? Like, we got Rough capped out earlier today too, finally. But like, there's just more to combat, right? Like, there's more strategy involved too, and I think as we get further into it, more stuff will be added to, you know, when we get the vocations and stuff, and maybe there will be more complex hearts that we'll find later on too, and maybe there'll be like monster, like, arena stuff like we just saw earlier today in the Octopath Dragon Quest III collab that we did that had a monster arena in that. So like, maybe we'll see a monster arena or something in here too. But yeah, so far so good. I'm really enjoying this game so far. I think it'll probably be like, I'm enjoying it at like, I mean, this is gonna get a pretty good score from me. I'm thinking we're probably heading to, like, I don't know, somewhere maybe in the 9.3 to 9.5 area out of 10 maybe. You know, I have to be very careful with what I'm rating games because of, like, past games, you know, like from my childhood, from the last like 30 years. I probably need to, like, I might need to reevaluate what I scored the Erdrick trilogies, because I think they're all like around 9. They might be like 8.8 or 8.9 to like 9.1 or something like that. And that, I don't know, that's probably okay. I think that's around where I put the Lunar Remastered Collection games too. But I think I can safely say, and Dragon Quest II's remake was my favorite of the Erdrick trilogy. I think I've been fairly vocal and fairly transparent about thinking that 2 was overall the best game of the 3. I think 3 was probably the most important to the genre, but I think 2's remake was like overall the best video game, best JRPG. But I think this still trumps that, and we're only 21 hours in, so I think this should warrant like a higher rating, like out of 10 than any of those got. So whatever, let's go ahead and dive right in. So we're gonna pick up where we left off earlier. We're dealing with a weird robot problem in the region of Frobisher. We are headed back to Faraday Castle. I can't remember what the context is. I think what happened was we got here, we saw that automatons were creating problems. We went to Frobisher, we saw them attack there. Then we defeated the one there, and we ran into the captain of the guard from Faraday Castle. We went there, we met them. They told us we needed to go see, I forget what his name is already, but we needed to go see a guy at the Institute of Autometry. And then while that was happening, like after that happened, you know, we told him about what was going on with the automatons. He ended up begrudgingly finally agreeing to help us out. And then we heard that, and then we went back to the castle. Then we got word from them that Frobisher had been besieged and taken over. So then we went there, and then we went back to the castle, and the castle was getting attacked. So then we went back to the Institute to like get him to help us. And I think now we're supposed to go back to the castle again. I think that's where we're at here. So we're returning to the castle here. As far as the party, I mean, this like set of updates and stuff that I'm doing here is like not really that necessary. Considering if you're watching the Let's Play, like you might have just finished the previous video like a couple minutes ago, and it's like, why is he giving us a synopsis? Well, it's because I had a couple hours of a gap here. Oh, that's right. And I forgot, when we left the castle last time while it was being attacked, Kiefer stayed behind to help them defend it. And so that's why we're only 3 here now. We saw good stuff there, though. We saw the AI choose to use the wizard staff as an item for the 2nd time now. So my notion that the AI will never do that has been assuaged today, thankfully, because I made the decision to re-equip the wizard staff for like always for her instead of using the whip and trying to remember when we're doing boss fights to equip the staff. And then I even earlier today when we fought that elite, I forgot to equip the staff then. So we're gonna have to try to remember to change equipment a little bit, because like for instance, oh, you know what, and I wonder if with that in mind, I wonder if we should actually take Edge Boomerang. No, probably not, because yeah, probably not. So we got a 2nd Iron Axe as a drop earlier today, and I want to have Ruff use that when we're doing boss fights for like single target attacks. So he should hit like harder, like noticeably harder with this much more attack plus the crit chance. So he might just be able to land some crits too. And so I guess with that in mind, I almost wonder if I should just put this on our character. Probably not. I should try to remember. Oh, actually, wow, wait, we can equip the axe too? I guess I didn't remember that. 74 attack is still very respectable. So we actually need a 3rd Iron Axe to drop. And I think we'll probably try to remember on both of the boys, both of the young boys, because Kiefer is like almost a young adult. I think it was said that he's like 17, and so he's at least by our world standards, he's almost an adult now. So by our 2 young boys, well, and he's not really a boy, is he? I don't know. By Ruff and our main character, whatever. We'll call them the young boys. By the young boys, we'll roll with boomerangs outside of hard fights, and we'll have to try to remember, if we can get another Iron Axe as a drop, we'll have to remember to change their weapons that they have equipped when we go into boss fights. Because this is a really nice weapon. I think we got these as drops from the automatons, if I remember right. And so, I mean, this entire region, the entire plot revolves around them. Here's one over here. We could fight that one and maybe we'll get a drop. I don't know if we should fight them with 3 characters, but I guess we can try. Man, that boomerang damage is so gnarly, isn't it? Whoops, blocking all your attacks. Boomerang, boomerang. It's just boomerang. I feel like I'm playing Phantasy Star or something with all these boomerangs flying around. Remember, you could like dual wield boomerangs and stuff at least in Phantasy Star 4. Okay. We do have an accessory equipped that increases our drop rate, so that's probably partly why we're getting these Iron Axe drops, which is wonderful, right? Like, oh no, we hate when they get crits, right? Yeah, we're gonna have to change that up. You know what we could also do? What about if we did what about if we did this? Let's see what happens here when we do this. If it'll work pretty well. So she's gonna heal. And when she doesn't need to heal, she can get her MP back, so then she can just keep healing. Let's do that. Because it's not like she does that much damage in random battles anyways, right? Why is she not healing now? Dude, Ruff needs healing, dude. Hello? Earth to Maribel? She's just like, nope, not interested. Come on. Oh, we didn't see a box pop out there. That would have been insight there. Now, why is there any way to toggle the spells on and off? Oh, what if I defavored it? Maybe the AI will only cast favorited stuff too. Nah, but we're not talking about in combat anyways, right? We're talking about out of combat. Because whenever we do heal all, like I'm blocking it. It says heal all like right behind me over here. I think probably behind my right shoulder down here in the bottom left corner. It says heal all with the square button. You know, and we go out here and it's heal all with the left on the D-pad, right? And we want that always to be done by Maribel, right? Because she's got this weapon that saps MP when she bonks enemies with it. And so she can indefinitely heal. And so outside of combat, when we do heal all, we want her to be the one doing the healing, even though her magical mending is not as good as our main characters. Maybe if that stat surpasses our main characters, maybe then she'll start, her AI will start always doing it or something. We'll have to mess around with that and see. I don't know, why are we doing all these fights? I don't know, but we are. Oh wow, wait, what? She blinded them. And then they still hit Ruff. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, the boomerangs. The boomerangs just go crazy, don't they? There's some misses. She got her MP back anyways, so whatever. Yeah, I think as long as she has that staff, I should just be having her AI use... Her AI should just be using MP in combat, right? Yeah, we'll leave it on that. Okay, let's go back in. Let's keep going with the story. Oh, hold on. Oh boy. Kiefer's in trouble. Sneak pincer attack. Oh wait, they're getting. Oh, what's going on? Ooh, they broke down. What's going on? I don't know. Autonomous, look! Autonomous has the one that he fixed up, sending out like EMP waves or something that are disrupting the other ones. Well, it seems we arrived in the nick of time. Yeah, whatever his machine is doing, it's working, it looks like. Hold on, let me get situated here. Okay. Time to get comfy. We've been sitting for like all day, literally, and need to Good job sitting. Okay, let's see. Auditory assault in progress. Volume currently at 80 out of 100.
What?
To be honest, when Autonomous told me that all he needed to do was to incapacitate the automata was manipulate some sound waves, I thought he had finally gone barmy, but it worked. Well, that was a rip-roaring success. Those sound waves have scrambled our adversaries' neural circuitry like a clutch of perfectly cooked eggs. Why is this one not having trouble? Woo woo! Oh, they're partying. Eliminate enemy. Oh wait. Target identified, but they're not doing anything.
Huh?
Well, this is quite a jolly beano, is it not? Yeah, automata are all behaving like complete and utter addlepates. Perhaps they've finally tired of fighting and taken it upon themselves to demobilize? Well, that's just fine by me. Yeah, this one's dancing. Woo woo. What's gotten into this chap? Seems he's suddenly in the mood to dance. Must have clobbered him harder than I thought. Fun times. What's this guy? Oh, the deuce is going on. The automata are locking horns with one another all of a sudden. Yeah. All right, Kiefer. Oh, there's no response. He appears to have been knocked out cold. Okay, at least he's not dead though. What about these? Wee. Continue assault. Please be voiced.
I'm not sure how you did it, but you really got me out of a tight spot there.
Yeah, we did, of course.
Listen up, you big idiot! Never, ever do anything like that again!
Oh,
Do you have any idea how worried we were?
Yeah, and now she's mad at him because she cares. Before, she was just mad at him.
I'm sorry, all right? And I'll never do it again. I promise. So, could somebody tell me what just happened?
I had a good rummage around in the old girl's neural matrix and managed to remove all traces of belligerence with a touch of clever rewiring. This little lady won't be posing a threat to humans again anytime soon. Will you, my dear? There.
Oh my god.
What's more, in the course of my tinkering, I discovered that the automata are being controlled by means of audio waves. And having her transmit a signal at a frequency intended to block those waves was the work of mere moments.
He's quite proud of himself, isn't he?
I have to hand it to you, Autonomous. You did a bang-up job. As did you, my young friends. You especially, Kiefer. You stood firm to the last. A signal achievement.
Thanks.
Now, I rather think we should strike at the automaton stronghold while the iron is hot, no?
Yes.
But what am I saying? You must all be dead on your feet after everything you've been through.
Nope, we're good to go. Let's go.
A cockcrow to discuss our upcoming assault.
What
You
now?
and your friends have done this kingdom proud. You too, Autonomous. Now,
Okay.
get some rest.
Okay. The injured soldiers are carried into the castle where their wounds are treated. Happily, all of them live to fight another day. Exhausted after all they've been through, Stan and the rest of the party curl up in a room in the castle and fall asleep. Then morning comes. Okay.
Oh,
Good morning. Ever so sorry we didn't have proper beds for you. We needed them all for the injured soldiers, you see. I hope it wasn't too awfully uncomfortable. Oh, I almost forgot. Captain Goodwinding is due to give a tactical briefing and asks that you make your way to the officers' mess post-haste. Okay. We need to get over to the officers' mess, right? Wait a minute. What's an officers' mess again? Yeah. Alright, and look who's rejoined the squad. Let's go. Got our Prince Charming back again here. What now? Oh, okay. Go. But yeah, so it's, you know what's interesting about this game so far? Whenever a character leaves the party, the game automatically unequips all of their equipment. But then when they rejoin the party, it automatically re-equips them. And I didn't know that at first. And so like I started doing it, or I think I stole some equipment from him the last time he left the party. One of the times, maybe after like the first island we did, after we went back to home and stuff, and he left the party to go back to the castle, and he de-equipped everything, and I put like some of his equipment on other characters, and then he came back and he didn't have all of his equipment back on him because it re-equipped what wasn't moved elsewhere. And so now I'm just like leaving things. When a character leaves and it de-equips their stuff and it puts it in our inventory, I'm just like leaving it alone so we don't run into that problem again. But yeah, I mean, it's really cool having these iron axes, and we got, I mean, they're better than any single target weapon that we've found like from shops or anything, and we got them as drops. You know, I think it's really good itemization when you can like acquire stuff from enemies. I mean, we see some of it, we've seen it in Final Fantasy games, we've seen it in Dragon Quest games, we see it in Octopath games, and I think it's kind of just like a genre staple at this point. And so, you know, we saw a little bit of it in the Erdrick trilogy stuff, but I feel like we've already seen it more here, whether it's the hearts we're getting from elite monsters and stuff that we can choose to fight or whatnot. Or, I mean, I think we got the original boomerang as a drop from an enemy, maybe. No, you know what? I think we got it in a chest actually, but I think we got an iron lance as a drop originally. I mean, I think we can buy them in shops now too, but we got it as a drop before we could get it from shops. I hope we can see more than just weapons. I mean, weapons are great, right? And if they keep doing this where they'll give us access to stronger weapons as monster drops, then stuff we can buy in shops at whatever point we are in the story, that's great. But like, I'd like to see that with some other stuff too. Like maybe give us like these rabbit ears were a very cool find. I can't remember where we got them, but like maybe give us like some shields or something too, if you want. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to that or anything either. But okay, so we need to go, where do we need to go? We need to go out and to, yeah, over there. That's what I thought it was. So we need to go out here. And then once we're on the roof, I think we can just get there, yeah? Yeah. Do we just hop down or do we go up? I'm gonna go up first. Okay, no, it is down there. Alright, fair. Give her a show, why not? Okay, 1 second. Let me get... Whoa, 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 whoa. Non-gold just got hit really hard. I'm trying to auto the hardest difficulty of the expedition thing that the event is still going on for. And one of the Spear of Irios just like came up and like wailed on her. Uh-oh. Oh, we can't do that. Oh, what is Kavari doing? This time he didn't move up and get close enough for Yen to attack him. Okay, almost done with prep here. Just trying to get all our buffs and whatnot going before we hit auto. Okay, there we go. Yen and Anana have gone, so now we can hit auto and hope for the best. We'll see what happens. Alright. With old Nima says, I don't know why some of these words I've been struggling with. Autonomous's clockwork companion beside us. The march on the automaton stronghold will be a veritable walk in the park. Probably, maybe. Now that we're able to stop those automata in their tracks, there's no reason at all not to launch a full-scale assault on their stronghold. Maybe. With any luck, this should be the last tactical conflab for the foreseeable future. Oh, I didn't mean that as it may have sounded, of course. Yeah. I realize I've never asked the most obvious question of all. You don't happen to know who created the automata, do you? No. Thought as much. I have a little theory that they weren't made by human hands. Too intricate, you see. My guess is they're the work of an extremely powerful, magical being of some kind or other, not a friendly one. After all, their neural matrices were loaded with one order, and one alone, to wipe out humanity. Not that that bothers me, of course. It's the poor automata I feel sorry for. Imagine people thinking they can just dismantle you willy-nilly. We humans don't know how good we have it. What? Here we go.
Oh.
All present and correct? Then let us begin. Why is this not voice acted? Come on. As you know, the automata made an exploratory assault on the castle yesterday. Fortunately, we were able to repel the invaders thanks to the expertise of autonomous. I keep struggling with the syllable syllabic. Is that? I think that's a word. Maybe the syllable, the pronunciation of all the syllables in all these different variations. I mean, automata is pronounced that way. Automaton is pronounced a different way, and then autonomous is pronounced that way too. Automata? See, that doesn't sound right, so I keep going to automata. I don't know, maybe it is, maybe I'm just mispronouncing that and all of them are the same. It's just automata, autonomous, automaton, automata. Let's just go with that. That's easier, even if it's not correct, and I don't know whether it's correct or not. Maybe automata is correct, but even if it is, let's just go automata, like autonomous, automata, automaton. God, I can't even get that. I don't know why this is like by far the hardest words the most struggles I've ever had with wording while we've been streaming or creating content, but whatever. Anyways, fortunately we were able to repel the invaders thanks to the expertise of autonomous and a healthy dose of good old Faraday gumption. But if allowed to regroup, they will launch another attack. Of that way, we may be certain. Which is why I propose that we steal a march on our enemy and strike at the very seat of their power. Men, I intend to advance on the automaton stronghold. With the help of Autonomous and his new weapon, we will be able to render the enemy forces entirely helpless. This being the case, capturing their base of operations should be as simple as merely walking through the door. Once inside, we will seek out whatever sinister force commands them, eliminate it, and our beloved kingdom will be safe once more. What if it happens to be like a little blue slime that created them or something? Oh, bravo, that's the ticket. Now, my young friends, you will join me in the assault on the enemy's stronghold. The force we send must be lean and highly agile.
Huh?
But Captain, you mean to say we can't all go? Your role will be equally vital. You must remain here and protect the castle. With the numbers at its disposal. Our enemy could launch a counterattack at any moment. I trust you'll consent to join me in the strike force. What if let's try it? No. Nonsense, man. This is no time to play the poltroon. Snap out of it. Wait, you're talking to a 12-year-old kid and he's like, nonsense, man. It's like, I still drink milk out of a sippy cup. I'll have you know, good sir. All right, yes, all right. Very good. You will form the advance party and head directly to the enemy base. See, now if that was voice acted, we would have got to hear like really funny voice acting by Thaddeus's voice actor, right? You know, one thing we haven't done during this Let's Play is look at voice castings for the game. I think maybe by the time we get to the point where we have all of the playable characters, then we'll take a look, maybe. Very good. You will form the advance party and head directly to the enemy base. You will march due east from Frobisher without delay. I will bring up the rear, accompanied by our secret weapon. All clear? Jolly good. Then I hereby adjourn this briefing. Men, your work here in defending the castle will be vital to our cause. Do not disappoint me. Yes, sir. Okay. Thaddeus, you must excuse me. I need to do some fine-tuning to Ellie's circuitry. I shall be next door. Okay. Ellie. I shall be with Autonomous. Report to me when you're ready for the off. Okay.
Hey!
Are you all set, Stan? If you still have anything to do, you better wrap it up quickly. We don't want to keep Captain Goodwinding waiting. Goodwinding waiting. Try saying that 5 times fast. Nothing happens. Okay. Oh, we got Kiefer too. If we knock out the guards with Ellie's noise attack, it should be pretty easy to sneak into the enemy stronghold. Then all we have to do is take down their leader. I can't wait. I was just looking at the clock. I'm not gonna lie. I think, well, I wonder what the leader of those things looks like. I bet he's really big and scary. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We're a little bit on the shorter end of the length of videos I'm looking for our Let's Plays and stuff. But honestly, I think this is a good stopping point, right? Like, let's just, I think I'm going to the, oh wait, is there actually even any, oh, he's right there. Whoops, nope, I dropped the ball. He's right downstairs here. Yeah, I think this is going to be a good stopping point. I had originally planned on doing a couple videos after I resumed tonight, but I think this is a really good stopping point story-wise. So I think we'll just call it here. So, want to thank everybody for tuning in to another video. Hope you're enjoying this playthrough. I'm really enjoying the game, as I mentioned at the start of this video. And I can't wait to get back to it tomorrow and pick it back up and see what happens. I too am looking forward to seeing what the creator of the automatons looks like. We'll have to see who they are, what they look like, what is their involvement in all of this like sci-fi stuff going on in our world still, right? But yeah, that's gonna do it for today for day 8. We'll be back tomorrow on the Friday the 13th. Ooh, no, we'll definitely be back Friday the 13th. Don't worry about it. We'll get more videos out tomorrow and we'll continue on. I'm loving the game so far, so hopefully you guys are too. But yeah, help me out, please. Time to beg again. Please, like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Really helps the channel. Really helps me out, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Until then though, take care, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you later. Peace.